and a view of the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from high above the East River here in New York City. Welcome, everyone, to Noche and Beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture, and none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. That's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. And P.J. Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Wednesday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Jay Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Galloway in at the 3 slot. And for New York, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Austin Rivers is out there with Elfrid Payton. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. Pass to Barrett. Back to Payton. Robinson against Ayton. They double him with Ayton. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. Booker against Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Ayton. Paul outside. Here's Booker. Trying to get open is Crowder. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Payton outside. Pass to Randall. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Booker, following the basket by Elfrid Payton. The drive by Booker. Passes it to Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got his second basket.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
The pass to Barrett. To the paint. Here's Randall. And no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. In the corner, it's Galloway. No good that time. And New York the other way now. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
And here are the Suns now, following the score by New York. Booker the pass to Paul. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks, trailing by 2. Inside, here's Randall. It's good. This game is all even.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
Here's Paul. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact. And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
And he makes the first.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And so he hits both. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Here's Randall. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 7 points.
Such a lovely stroke there from Devin Booker. He's a go-to scorer. A nice shot there from distance.
Now here's Crowder. No points in the game yet for him. The drive by Booker, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Payton the bounce pass. Randall. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how about Randall just collecting and absorbing that hit and still fights to get his shot off.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Burks, he's checked in for Payton. Phoenix also making some changes. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Ayton. And it's Johnson in for Langston Galloway.
One shot.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Johnson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Rivers. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And it's Robinson with the jam.
A timing play, but it helps to have a leaper like Mitchell Robinson finish it off.
Burks against Booker. To halt the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson. The Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Booker. So for the Knicks, Nerlens Noel checks in for Robinson, and it's Toppin in for Randall. And for the Suns, Jones checked in for Jay Crowder, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Puts it up from 12, and Jones sends it back. The drive by Booker. Oh, that's blocked. Barrett against Johnson. With some arc, it's deflected. The Suns have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Payne with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Payne can't hit. For New York, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Booker in the corner. Kicks to Payne. Back to Booker. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now Burks. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. It's Rivers on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Well, he does not lack for confidence, does Austin Rivers. He plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Rivers. And the Suns making a change here. Moore's checked in. Rivers hits both of them. And here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, Jones. The dish now to Johnson. Pass to Moore from downtown. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low, Noel passes to Burks. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. The Suns trailing. To the wing on the left. Payne looking around. Johnson against Rivers. Stolen by Rivers. It's Barrett on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Offensive rebound. Phoenix is gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Moore. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And there are these nights where E'Twaun Moore will step up as a solid scorer, and he does not let the contact bother him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Knicks making a change here. Gibson's checked in. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Well, effective ways that E'Twaun Moore can score. He's had some very good shooting years, and is going to find his way to the free throw line here.
Now here's Rivers. He has 6. Pass to Burks. He kicks it to Gibson. Over Jones. Missed it, even after all those chances. Burks against Moore. And the layup is good. Moore's got his second basket of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Barrett trying to get open as Gibson. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
There's a tremendous demand in the NBA right now for the kind of build that R.J. Barrett gives you at that guard position. So sturdy, so strong, and he has a chance to be one of the best guards in the league for many years to come.
One shot.
And Brent, some breathless comparisons for R.J. Barrett. People throwing out names like Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady.
I mean, that's a ton of optimism around names like that, but this young player has a drive and a will, and I think he has the kind of composure to show you what he's made of. And if it reaches anywhere near those other players, Kevin, he's going to have one heck of a career.
Here's Rivers after the Suns pick up 2. Passes to Barrett. Five to shoot. This one for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Jones has got 4 rebounds in this game. 34 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Second shot opportunity. Jones, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Barrett with the ball. He's got 5. Good D by Johnson. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a tremendous offensive catalyst, Chris Paul recently talked about the defensive side.
First and foremost, we just got to do better. And I think the first place where we need to improve is on the defensive end. We've played so many close games this year. It's like we try to make every game interesting.
Spoken like a future head coach, Greg.
And when it comes to closing, CP3 wants to leave nothing to chance.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Alec Burks is out there with Alfred Payton. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Toppin. And it's Gibson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for New York right now. The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
That's a nice show of strength there for Payton on the inside, finishing through a little bit of the contact. Got rubbed up a little bit.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses.
Well, we've seen indications of Peyton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
And that one's good, Ayton.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Peyton outside. And there's the pass to Burks. A three-pointer off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
It's good. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Burks against Moore, 8 feet away. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Burks. Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Payne passes to Kaminsky. Suns moving the ball around. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Toppin. Phoenix also making some changes. Crowder, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. Peyton dishes to Burks. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Paul passes to Galloway. Gibson against Crowder. From past the arc. And the Suns get it back. And it's Ayton missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Peyton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. There at the pass to Gibson. 8 away. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Gibson's got the game tied up here for the Knicks. To the paint. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And that one drops for him.
Gibson fighting through the contact and not taking no for an answer. Love that concentration.
Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Pass to Robinson. Kicks to Burks. Over Moore. And there's another one for the Knicks.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Crowder against Peyton. Ayton. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
New York trailing. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
I'm just sad in the days. When mamas be nice, we thought the money should any problems denied. Like Boris Becker, I want 200 checkers. So if they want us raw records, it just won't affect us. Take my boys to Mecca. On my blessing with my dogs. They try to give me I bet I get to heaven. I say away from. I'm such a gifted. I'm seated on the floor. She can see the losses. Showing love to the season ticket holders. Showing love to the season ticket holders. Showing love to the season ticket holders.
We do this for the city, you. What? The whole city.
So for the Knicks, Nerlens Noel comes in for Robinson, and Julius Randle subbed in for Taj Gibson. And the Suns making a change here as well. Booker's checked in. Here's Payton. Noel trying to break loose. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Paul passes to Booker. No good on that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They host the 76ers after this game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Now, here's Barrett. 20 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. To the inside, here's Burks. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
So good at keeping the defense off balance at his size. Barrett pretty good with the ball in his hands. You wonder if R.J. Barrett could be the best player to come out of Canada. Now that's some high praise because I had many years battling against one Steve Nash, but R.J. Barrett has a high ceiling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Barrett's father playing for the Canadian national team as well as playing overseas. And Brent, as you know, his mother, a nationally ranked sprinter.
Yeah, an unbelievable family DNA and lineage around a multitude of sports, and it really helps to be a generalist rather than a specialist. Couldn't ask for a better pedigree for one R.J. Barrett.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, R.J., another one of those players who grew up around basketball as his dad, Rowan, played overseas for the early part of R.J.'s life, and that introduced him to the game.
Now here's Booker. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta. 9 feet out. Ayton trying to break free. That one off the back iron and out. Rejected by Booker. To the middle. Here's Crowder. Trying to get open as Johnson. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Booker.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Payton passes to Noel. Pass to Barrett. Randle down low. Defended by Crowder. Noel trying to break loose. Randle no good. The Suns have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. A nice shot by Booker.
Another night where Booker can prove to us how dynamic a scorer he can be.
Passes it to Rivers. Back to Payton. And the rejection by Ayton. Tries again. And it's Randle getting it to go. Randle's got it all tied up now for New York.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Crowder kicks to Booker. And it's off from three-point range. Rivers scanning the floor. Barrett for 3. Crowder pulls it in.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Now here's Randle. His last outing, he had 24 points. Payton passes to Randle. Booker against Rivers. Shot clock at 5. And then Rivers with the dunk.
That's a big part of how Austin Rivers is making his living, attacking out of the pick and roll.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And boy, did they impress everyone with that comeback they had in the fourth. Just stunned that crowd.
And he's jacked in for the Knicks. And for the Suns, Damian Jones is jacked in for Ayton. Kaminsky comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Now here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Payne. And the pass to Booker. From deep. It's rebounded by Payton.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
For three, Booker, it's good from long range. Booker's got 16 points.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate, usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why.
Now here's Payton. He's got 6. Here's Rivers, and Jones sends it back. Here's Payne, the feed to Booker. He goes up again, and it's good on the way in. Now it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Payton passes to Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 5th assist in this one.
Randall, without the ball, seeing some room where he can make an impact, rolls there, and does a nice job on the finish.
Now here's Payne. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Booker's got 9 points now in the quarter. Knicks trail by 3. And Jones sends it back. And they get it back. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And that sends Nerlens Noel to the free throw line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
That's good from Noel.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Now here's Booker. He's got 20. Kicks it out to Johnson. Launches it. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Knicks. It's a 3-point game. Lets it go with a 3. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Knicks trail, 47.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
They've gotten a lot from their interior offense, and it's been a spark for them. And having that edge in the paint can make the difference tonight.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. We've got Jay Crowder. Chris Paul is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Ayton. And it's Galloway in at the 3 spot. It's good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Payton kicks to Barrett. They double him with Ayton. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Off target with his 3. Phoenix leading by 3. Pass to Paul. Wants to get it to Booker and does.
And I don't care what his size is, you cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Now here's Payton. And taken away by Paul. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Galloway. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Galloway has got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns. Inside. And finished off by Rivers.
On the attack, 6'4", good verts. Rivers can produce at the rim.
Booker against Rivers. Booker draws the double. Here's Galloway. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Knicks shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Rivers against Paul. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Paul looking around. Robinson with the block. But they get it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Booker with no one around, and he's good on the 3 ball. Booker's got 25 points in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now Payton, he has 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Yeah, some good things happening right now with Elfrid Payton being aggressive to find his way towards the rim. I like it when he attacks like this.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve.
but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That free throw, no good. He doesn't get the second one.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
New York calls timeout. They're gonna like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively, nothing quite getting it done.
Jumping out the fan, I'ma stand up. Kick with no brand, get your fans up. My haters broke, I can't stand up. Still in the streets, I'm bowling like Air One. My money cleaning that. They tryna put my life in front of cameras. They watching me, see a young, living glamorous. I was didn't have no stamina. She my favorite, I'm a fan. Came from poverty, used to take it. Racks on me, pockets heavy, so I caught the old bells. Then I moved into the mansion, remember I had no money for a hotel. All my deep on his bed, so if you ain't talking money, get the voicemail. From the home on up. They tryna put my life in front of cameras.
And New York making a change here. Gibson's checked in, and the Suns making a change here as well. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Booker. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Gibson finds Barrett. It's Robinson, top of the key. And the layup's good off the glass.
I think Mitchell Robinson getting more and more comfortable with plays like this. Contact on it, still able to finish.
And Crowder slams it in.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now here's Gibson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And taken away by Paul. Lays it in off the breakaway. Paul's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
And that whole play was all Chris Paul.
Payton passes to Robinson. He kicks it to Rivers. Moore with the block, but he gets it back. Pocket 6. Another shot. And again, New York turns it over. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Burks, he's checked in for New York. And it's the Suns with the ball. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Here's Paul. The offensive rebound. Ayton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Lots of times you don't mind fouling a big, but Ayton's a solid foul shooter.
For Phoenix, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. And the first one drops.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Ayton hits them both. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Here's Robinson, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Robinson's got his third basket of the night right there. Phoenix leading by 13. Moore outside. Kicks it to Crowder. Tipped away. Here's Ayton. Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
Here's Burks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The Knicks, 4th.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
And he knocks down the first one. Noel's checked in for New York. Toppin comes in for Barrett. Phoenix also making some changes. Jones checked in for Ayton. Kaminsky comes in for Crowder. And it's Johnson in for Langston Galloway. And Burks hits 2 free throws. Phoenix leading by 11. Moore outside. It's deflected and stolen by Noel. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. A fast break chance. Here's Rivers. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And here's Payne. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 on the clock. Jones kicks to Moore. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now a look at the stats for DeAndre Ayton.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Moore against Burks. Noel, great positioning on the putback. Noel's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New York.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Jones, the pass to Johnson. And that one is off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Toppin with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now here's Rivers. Works for 3. Payne grabs the board.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
To stop the drought. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. New York called for the foul. The Suns have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Payne. Knox, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. Payne hits them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Rivers. It's hauled in by the Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now, here's Noel. 7 points in the game. Here's Burks. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. And so Jones nails both of them. Knicks trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Johnson against Burks. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Toppin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Rivers, trailing by 17. So here's Burks, and he makes that one. Burks has got 10 points.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Kaminsky up top. He's defended by Randle. On the wing, Booker. 28 points for him. Booker draws the double. That one falls. Kaminsky's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Randle. 9 points in the game so far. A shot off that time.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
A nice shot by Booker.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Rivers. 10 points for him. Here's Randle. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Booker looking around. 11 seconds left to play here in the third. Booker draws the double. Clock at 4. Payne gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Knicks. Trailing by 17. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Knicks, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Alec Burks is out there with Payton, and it's Noel in at the center, locking down the middle.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
Well, there were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
That's good from Johnson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Knicks trailed by 19. Now Payton. Pass to Burks. The shot comes out. Good D by Booker.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Paul outside. Outside Crowder. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Payton dishes to Barrett. To the inside. Here's Randall. Bucket is good.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Step back shot. It's rebounded by Payton.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 32 points in the game.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The pass to Burks. That 3 off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Crowder kicks to Paul. And here is Kaminsky. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Good on the shot. And the Suns call time here.
Knicks time. 67. 82. That'll be a Suns timeout.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. Langston Galloway comes in for Johnson. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Here's Payton, following the basket by Chris Paul. Noel finds Payton. Now Burks. And the three off target. To the paint. Booker the pass to Galloway. Ayton with it. Suns moving the ball around. On the wing, Booker. Knocks down the 10-footer.
That's what he does. Devin Booker with a beautiful shot there.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Knicks. 19-point game. Back to Noel. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting for New York, Nerlens Noel. 2 shots.
Two.
And he makes the first. Rivers, he's checked in for Alec Burks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Phoenix leading by 17. Booker outside. Paul, no one around him. The shot that time, not on target. And New York the other way now. It's Barrett on the wing. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And that's now 11 points for R.J. Barrett.
Now, I'm impressed with R.J. Barrett and his body control when he's around the basket like that. Good finish.
Booker against Rivers. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Payton against Paul. Now here's Noel. Tight defense on him. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, sometimes it's like a patient that's struggling to breathe. You just got to keep the play alive, and Robinson able to do that there.
Booker against Rivers. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Payton kicks to Rivers for 3. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. For 3, Booker sinks the three-pointer. Booker's got 17 points here in the second half.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Barrett with the ball. And the rejection by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break. Paul's running. And that one drops.
Yeah, Chris Paul is not afraid of getting hit, whether it's him initiating it or anticipating it. Plays through that contact well.
Taj Gibson's checked in for New York.
One shot.
And that one falls for Paul.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% in the charity stripe.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. Now here's Rivers. Good D by Booker.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And the dunk by Booker.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Robinson. Pass to Barrett. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for R.J. Barrett. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They have a 19-point lead. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Fires for three. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And New York making a change here. Randall's checked in. Free throw good, Robinson.
Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
And that one, good. And the Suns lead by 21.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Here's Rivers. Lays it up and banks it in. And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
Outside Crowder, and the Suns call time. He dishes it to Ayton. Over Robinson. And it's Ayton missing. Knicks trail by 19. Randall passes to Payton. Now, here's Barrett. Pass to Robinson. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Paul. Outside Crowder. Six to shoot. Galloway, the pass to Ayton. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
Aggressive move off the dribble. You could see the confidence growing right now for Austin Rivers.
Phoenix leading by 17. Booker outside. Crowder kicks to Galloway. Paul against Payton. Sweet little floater. Paul's got 12 points here in the second half.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Phoenix.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
On offense, here are the Suns.
What, CP?
43 seconds left in the game. Passes it to Galloway. Offline with his three. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Down by 15. Randall. Here's Robinson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Well, he's a physical big down low, and I think he expects this kind of traffic around him as Mitchell Robinson comes through.
And Booker kicks to Galloway. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, what does a win like this do for you at this time of the season?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
We'll see if he can keep it going again. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.